Comment, hi everyone. We are from Group 4 and today we are going to present to you about SQL injection attack. So first, let me introduce myself. My name is Nurun Nabilah Binti A.azmi.
Hello and Assalamualaikum. My name is Ahmad Azizul Musa and my student ID is CS0105841.
Hello everyone, my name is Fatin Nazurah Binti Azman. My ID is CS0105850.
Assalamualaikum, my name is Muhammad Faizal Ryzzal and my ID is CS0101356. Thank you.
Hi, my name is Theeban Raaj and my ID number is CS0106705.
Our group have developed a color run event website that will be held in Unit 10 on 12 January 2020. There will be 3 packages for this event. For package A, there will be t-shirt, water bottle, bag, free Theeban voucher, medal and certificate for only 80 ringgit for 21 km. Next, for package B, there are t-shirt, water bottle, medal, certificate for only 60 ringgit for 10 km. Last but not least, for package C with t-shirt, medal, certificate for only 40 ringgit for 4 km. Now let's say our user want to join package A. Once the user press registered, the data will be inserted in our database. Now let's do sign in for user. This is our login page. Just now our registered user was Ali123. So the user ID is Ali123 and the password is AliPWD. Once the user login, it will display the user information. Now let's do the attack. But first, let's see how many users are in the database. As you guys can see, there are 5 users. Now let's continue with the attack. Let's say the attacker entered ABCD and the password is single quote or double single quote equal single quote. With that kind of input, the attacker managed to access the system that displays all the data information in the database.
Explaining about the source code, this is how the source code of the registration page of our website look like. It is in a HTML file. I will explain the registration form part only. But before that, this is the title page and the first few lines is the style sheet. The form consists of a few divisions, and on this line, the form action equal to double quote register.php double quote method post means that the form data will be submitted to another file which is register.php. The registration form consists of the information that the user need to enter before they register, and for our website the user need to give their username, their password, their re-enter password, their name, their email, their phone, their country, and lastly their package, the package they prefer. And once they have entered all of the details, they can click the register button, and once they click the register button, all of the data that they entered will be submit to register.php. Next, going to the file where the form data will be submitted, which is register.php. This is how we perform the connection. MySQL underscore connect to the localhost, to the root, and password baru 123. And if the connection fail, it will test that the database connection fail. For the select database, it will MySQL underscore select db to connection and to the database let exercise. And if it's not the selected database, it will test that the database selection fail. Next is assigning post value to variables. Post value is passing the variable to the database, and that variable based on the previous form, which is the username, the password, the name, the email, the phone, country, and lastly the package. And next, for this part is to check if user exists or not to prevent duplicate data. And if the username already exists, it will give an error message, which is registration failed, username exists. And other than that, there is also the function to check either the password and the re-enter password is the same or not. And if it's not the same, it will give a message, which is re-enter password is not the same. If there is no problem during registration, the value will be inserted into user details table, and the data will be transferred into another location, which is login.php. But else, if there is another error, it will tells that registration failed.
The login.php, this is the title, which is the login page. This is the link for the start sheet.css. This is the Google Fonts. These are the form action, which are login process.php, and the method is post. And then this is the class for the sign in title, which is sign in. And for to find out the username, they will input for the and the placeholder is user ID, and this is for the password, and this is the button login. So when the action, the login process to the PHP, we will enter here the login process to PHP. The title is user profile. We use the same style sheet, CSS, and the same Google font. So for the database, this is the connection. We use the MSQLi connect to the localhost root and password 123. And if it's wrong, it will print out database connection fail and error. And as for the select database, for the table lab exercise, and if it's wrong, will print out database selection fail. So for the database, this is the UID, the username password, the username and password, and this is the SQL query, which is the select all from user details where user ID is equal to UID and password for PID which we use from here. And if we were to input this code in front of the UID during login, it will make the UID blank and or 1 equal to 1, which is true. So this is the cost for the SQL injection. And for the result, the MySQLi query the connection, and it will enter to a new page, which is the user profile page, and print out the user ID, password, name, email, phone, country, package. This code will print out from the database. And if it's wrong, it will print out invalid user ID or password. That's all from us. Thank you.